Hello and welcome to this hip flexibility class. To start with, bring your toes together, knees wide, hands on the knees. Close down the eyes. Just take a couple of deep breaths here just to settle into your mind, into your body. And then bring the hands out in front and sink down into your child's pose, resting your forehead down on the ground, relaxing your chest as much as possible. And slowly rise on up and drop the hips down, lift the chest, straighten the arms. Exhale, push your hips back, child's pose. Inhale, roll forward, drop the hips. You can widen the feet as you drop forward. Exhale, back to your child's pose. Inhale, drop your hips, lift your head, open the neck and the chest. Exhale, back to child's pose. Inhale, rock it forward. Exhale, back. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up high behind, 3-leg dog. And then bend the knee, open the hip to the side so your right ankle comes towards your left bum cheek. Look towards the top of your mat, step that right foot to the outside of your right hand for your lizard lunge. Keep your hips nice and low, keep that back knee lifted. If it feels too much, you can lower the knee. And then lower the knee. You're either going to stay here or you can come down onto your elbows, just finding a little bit deeper hip stretch. You can also place blocks underneath your elbows to bring the floor a little bit higher. Keep those hips sinking down, taking some slow inhales and exhales. Slowly come back up onto your hands if you are on your elbows. Tuck the back toes under, come up onto your fingertips. Then shuffle your right foot underneath you for pigeon pose. So your right knee comes behind your right wrist. Your right ankle is near your left hip. Lengthen through the spine here. And then slowly come down onto your elbows if that feels okay. If you feel like you need to prop your hips up with some blocks or cushions, then do so. Your right knee is coming out at a slight angle, okay, not directly underneath your chest. If you are on your elbows, come back up onto your hands, right hand down, bend the left knee, grab hold of your left foot with your left hand, and then try to keep your chest still facing the front of the mat. If you can't grab hold of that foot, that's fine, just keep the knee bent. Slow breaths. Gently release that back leg. Tuck the back toes under. And then roll onto your right bum cheek so that you can swing your left leg in front of you And place your left foot on top of the right knee for your fire log pose or double pigeon. Lengthen through the spine. And if you look down, you should have a little triangle shape in between your legs. And then either stay upright or walk your hands forward to fold a little bit deeper. If you are folded forward, just gently bring yourself back up. Uncross the left leg, bring it out long in front so your right foot is against the left thigh. Inhale the hands up and exhale, fold over the left leg. Round through the spine here. Get your belly and your head as low as possible. Slowly come on back up. Place your right hand behind you. You're going to lift up into a half wild thing here. So lift the hips, ground down through your right knee, your left foot, and bring that left hand up and over, opening the front of the body. Slowly lower back down. Bring both the hands behind you, plant the hands, downward facing dog to the back of the mat. Inhale the left leg up high. Keep pushing evenly through the hands. Bend the knee, open the hip to the side. Focus on your breath. And then bring that left foot to the outside of the left hand. Stay in your high lizard for a second, maybe wiggling side to side. And then lower the knee. And either stay up on your hands or come down onto your elbows. Trying to keep that chest nice and open. So imagine again pushing your chest and your belly down towards the ground and then lifting the shoulders. Slowly coming back up onto the hands. Tuck the back toes under, come up onto your fingertips to give yourself a bit more space to shuffle that left leg into your pigeon pose. So left knee behind the left wrist, left foot near the right hip. Lengthen through the spine first, and then maybe lower down. Again, feel free to put props underneath the hips if you need to stop yourself rolling. And hold it here. Slow inhales, even slower exhales. Slowly coming back up onto your hands. Bend the right foot, grab hold of the right foot with the right hand if you can. Keep that chest facing the front. Slowly let it go. Roll onto your left hip, bring that right leg out in front of you. Again for your fire log or double pigeon, so your right foot on top of the left knee. Again, look down, check you got that little triangle shape. Lengthen through the spine, maybe stay here, maybe fold forward. And if your knees feel a little bit sensitive here, feel free to use props. You can place pillows or cushions or blocks underneath both of the knees. Do what feels best for your body. Slowly walk yourself back up. Take that right leg out long in front of you, left foot against the right thigh. Inhale the hands up and fold over the right leg. You can round through the spine, you can drop the head. Slowly bring yourself back up. Left hand comes behind you. Your half wild thing pose. Lift the hips. Reach the right arm up and over. Really opening up the whole front of the body. Push through that left knee and that right foot. Slowly lower all the way back down. Hands to the front of the mat, roll over to downward facing dog, this time facing the front. Look to the top of the mat, drop your knees behind your wrists, bring your feet to one side so you can come to seated. Fingertips behind you, cross your right foot over the left knee for your seated figure four. So you can walk your hands up so your chest gets a little bit closer for a deeper stretch. If you still need a bit more, walk that left foot in a little bit closer. And then lift the hips for a tabletop variation. Drop the hips back down, unhook the leg, cross your left leg over your right. Hold it here for a second. And feel free to stay there or lift those hips for your tabletop variation. Slowly lower back down, uncross the legs. Let's roll all the way down onto our backs, hugging those knees in. Take your left leg out long, right knee hugs in, spinal twist. Right leg comes all the way over to the left side, right arm in line with the right shoulder. Either look up to the ceiling or look over your right shoulder. And completely relax the body here. Come back to center. Take your left leg in, your right leg out. Cross your left leg all the way over to the right side. Left arm in line with the left shoulder. Again, looking up to the ceiling or over your left shoulder. And completely relax here. Slow inhales, slow exhales. Bring your legs back. Lengthen them out. Find your Shavasana pose, arms out long. Take a big inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out. Again, big inhale. And exhale. And again, big inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it go. And just come back to your natural breath. Relaxing the entire body. Gently wiggle the fingers and the toes. Take a big stretch up overhead. Roll over onto one side. And slowly push yourself up to seated. Inhale, sweep the hands up above the head. Hands come together. Exhale, hands to heart center. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope to see you again. If you're enjoying this series, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next chakra classes, and I will see you next time.